Because Promathia is the Twilight God, and as you can see, it's clearly morning, this might be a mistake, disturbing the Twilight God at such an early hour. But I'm gonna go ahead and try, or, or I'll come back later. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go back later, because that clearly said do not disturb just now. And what that means is I need to go get permission from the king. There's a king, and he's got a thing. And this thing gives you permission to go in to kill the other thing in the wee hours of the morning. And so a little bit about the fight that I plan on doing against Promathia when I do disturb him finally, which I will be coming back with the key item to do so. The plan is to come in as a ninja and to wreck it and hopefully not die. I don't know if I can do it, but I want to do it. I would like to think that Sandoria's northern Sandorian home point is the closest to an NPC that gives the key item out. Right by the castle gates. There's an NPC nearby that I can talk to. I think he's much closer than the other NPCs I could have teleported to. This guy. And we will go back to Lumoria. Here we are. Ah, the map of this place looks outrageous. Look at that. It looks like a little robot. Just like all sorts of different working parts just kind of mingling around each other. Yup, totally a robot. Look, there's this moving part right there. That's a gear. That right there. I don't want to mess with it, because if I pull that out, then, and that one, oh shit, there's more. Yeah, if I pull those out, this thing could come crashing down on my head. So let's not do that. Let's just casually ignore all the creepy parts of this map and go back into the abyss. I'm safe there, in the shadows. So I'm gonna choose to go in by myself because, truth be told, I don't have any friends. It's just me. One lone Taru. All my friends ran away from me today. It was a sad story. We'll go in on normal. I feel like I'm a level 119, Promathia is a level 119. That's a fair fight. Oh yeah. So my experience with the Twilight God, I've done all the storyline, and I've fought him a few times in some content, and I fought this fight specifically before, the ninja versus Promathia normal fight. I've done it, so I can do it again, or I'll fail miserably. I mean, who knows? What did I have last time? I remember there being two forms. The first form you want to blitz, the second form you want more support and less blitz. So for the first form, let's just start off with Yornorn. Korumaru, if he can convert without dying, that's a great choice. Blitz damage, let's put Omiya out. Let's put Koltada out. Okay. Wahim 2. Fuck it. What am I worried about? Right? Do I need a food effect? Do I need a food effect? Okay, I've talked myself into a food effect because this is heavy magic damage for a ninja, and I have something that might just do the trick. Here we go, miso ramen. So we'll eat a miso ramen +1. Why not be on the safe side, right? I brought meds too, but this was for a completely different fight that I didn't get to yet. So I'm gonna try to avoid eating them. I will eat this ramen though. What can I do before I start? Oh, time is a factor here too, so if you are buffing, make sure you're quick about it. You're soloing these guys, you got 30 minutes. I'm just gonna go. We'll buff as we go. I suspect the first 30 seconds or so is gonna be cures and protect and stuff anyway. Until all the buffs are out. Get some haste samba on the board. It would help if I was on my correct macro palette. Just kind of casually buff and debuff and then weapon skill when you have the mana or the TP. Mana is only a factor when in between fights. You can usually make it through the first fight without going low mana, but it doesn't look like we're gonna have that same situation because it looks like Yornorn is healing a lot of the characters that are like up front when they should be out in the back. I figured this was gonna be a problem, but I don't know, I mean, if they die, then that's great. Yornorn will be happy with that. I can actually do a little bit here to fix this problem. Let's get rid of P5. I might just die. Yeah, I just died. Okay, so we ended up losing. The problem was... Once the Trusts did their buffs, I really didn't need them anymore. And they suck up a lot of Yoren's HP. I would rather have Yoren focus on me. And I remember the last time I went in, most of the times that I went in, I had a backup White Mage, and I went less blitzy. Like, that was a lot of damage that I could have done in a short period of time. But the Trusts, without the cheer effects that I'm still working on, the Trusts aren't really that tanky. So that could definitely be an issue. Celtius would have been a good pick if I'd brought him out on phase 1, but I'm usually bringing him out on phase 2. I didn't suspect the first version of that boss to deal so much AoE damage. I don't recall him doing that. I recall his first form being mostly solo damage, which I would just tank as Ninja, and then his second form was just meteor spam. That first form was a little bit more AoE than I am used to, so I gotta maybe play around that. I don't need that much support. Omiya's fine. I guess after that I don't need any specific close range champs in my party. I can do all the damage to kill the boss. I don't need trusts. I could just use meds the entire time if I had to. Yorinoran is solid when he has MP. It's a lot less work for you. You could potentially also just sit there in a tank set and just not care while you're debuffing them, and then put on a TP set when you're fully buffed and he's fully debuffed. You could put on a TP set and start getting in there. It would require a good amount of surgery to move in between sets as he does different things in the fight. But I'm gonna try again on Ninja. Ninja's not the easiest one to beat him on. There are other jobs. Rune Fencer's a pretty easy one to beat him on if you're trying to solo him. Just make sure your Rune Fencer can deal a lot of damage and you'll be fine. That was my warm-up, for sure. Alright, so yeah, I've got some tank macros that will put on tank equip sets, and I have some TP and such macros that I can put on. So I can toggle between them quite easily, even without gear swap or anything like that. So we'll just do that. It'll be a noticeable difference if I'm on point each time. You also need to know what kind of damage is being done to your character, which the real easiest way that I've found to figure that out is to just put, say, like a magic defense set on or a physical defense set on, and then wait to see what kind of damages hit you for spikes, like a lot. And then you're just like, okay, now do that whole fight again, but this time doing those specific moves that were spike damages to your character, put on your other set that you didn't use the last time, and then you'll see the difference. A lot of times you can catch it right away, and you're like, oh, this is doing like half damage now. Well, it's clearly magic damage, or it's clearly physical. You can do that. And so you get a lot better as you keep doing the fight when you figure out what sets to be equipping when he does specific moves. A lot of the fights can be soloed if you just start learning how to do that and you're quick enough in between autos to be able to switch sets. I like to put all of my different sets on one macro palette, and so I can toggle between them, and then all of my abilities on another macro palette, so then I can actually play my character, because it's different. Playing your character is different from dodging an attack. Dodging an attack is basically playing against the enemy. It's not playing your character at all. Matter of fact, a lot of the gear that you're using to dodge those attacks is all jobs. Alright, so let's reconsider our options. For the time being, I'm going to just summon Brigid so she's right behind me, and since she's a Geo Bubble, she'll follow whoever she's right behind, so she'll follow me. And if I decide after I get to 6 party members that I want a different trust, then I'll get rid of her. But at least at this point, I don't have to make that call, because she'll always be right next to me. If I waited until the last time, like the last spot was available in the party, and then I summoned her, she would follow like Yorinoran or something. She wouldn't follow me. That would not work. I'm thinking we're gonna do Cherokee because she does have a slow effect, and she will cure me. Now I could do QPP as my last one, or I could get some damage, or I could just do all the damage myself, but I would rather be in a tank set for this entire thing. So damage would be nice, So Tenzin 2 is a solid choice here. Any ranged, Nagileth is a little shorter than Tenzin on the range. I think Tenzin 2 is one of the best ranges in this game. So maybe I'll pick him. But Kupipi would be a good choice. Who else would be a good choice? Omeo would be a good choice if you really need that March. It's a pretty good choice to have March. In this party setup, I'll have Haste 2, so I won't have March. But I think I'll be fine without March. I don't need March to win the fight. I do, however, need some solid DPS. And Omeo is just going to suck up HP from Yorinoran. We all know this already. Tenzin won't do that. He'll stay in the back line. So this is much better. And I guess I'll use another one of those food effects, which I suspect I only took out one, because I'm a moron. Let's actually just take the whole stack out. In case we die again. Yeah. You know what? I should be smart about this too, huh? No reason not to put re-raise on. Just because you wipe in these doesn't mean it's necessarily game over. You just have to put yourself in a situation where you can get up without aggroing them. I'll put a tank set on. I think Deliverance is physical, I'm not 100% sure. Do I have shurikens on me? I do. We're good to go there. The aggro is going to be a little off the charts at the moment because I haven't animated, flourished, or done anything to generate a lot of MP, so they're going to have to just deal for a little while. Let me see if I can kind of kite him into a corner that's far enough away from Tenzin so Tenzin doesn't always get hit. I believe Blade He's probably the best attack to use here. He's using Comet, so my magic set's solid here. Yeah, I'll just keep the magic set on for most of the fight. Some of his moves are physical, but I think I can manage a lot better with the magic set. Because if he does an AoE physical, I'll take less damage anyway than the Trusts will. If he does an AoE magical, I'll take way less. And the Trusts almost die from Meteor, so they're going to get focused with cures. I don't want to have to wait for a cure and die as a result, so I think maybe the magic set is better. Just hit him with the weapon skill when you have it. I mean, Tenzin's DPS anyway. Anyone curious what damage he's doing? We'll just reset the scoreboard. And we'll see. Alright, now I have total control of this fight. I was too far away for that. The knockbacks sometimes screw you up. That is definitely something you could say about this game. At least I didn't get interrupted there. Oh, I did get interrupted. Damn it. Okay. I have a short list of spells that I use frequently in fights like this that I have at the top here, so it's not necessarily me going down a list and randomly doing it. I set them up that way to make this a lot easier on myself. These are pretty much all the spells you'll want to do against Dawn, if you're doing Dawn or similar stuff. And you can come down here and do, let me move this out of the way. Yeah, Tenzin's doing 11% of the damage. That's decent for a trust. It's actually not bad. I'll be doing the majority. Come down here and use some job abilities. Make a super duper good Kata and Sand and hit him with that. Because why not? Play the job that's given to you. Notice the trusts are getting really low on mana towards the end of this. That's mostly, I'm just gonna blame Tenzin. It's Tenzin's fault. That is not good. Don't hit me with Comet. I love you. So I would suspect that the second version of this guy is gonna do, if I get to him and I don't just die for no reason here, which I could possibly die for no reason here. If I do get, yeah, I died for no reason. Alright. I was gonna say, if I get to the second form, I'm gonna have to change up the lineup. Because I have enough time to play around. But now I might not have enough time to play around. I'm gonna have to wait for him to move. And probably start all over again. Or close to it. Bridget may not be the right choice. She's not the worst choice. I can get up. Let's just use another miso ramen. We'll start over. Now at this point, if you did have a trust like a scholar, you could have put a DOT on him. One of the best ones to do that with is called Adelaide. But by the time I got her out and actually engaged her, he'd be so full HP it doesn't even matter, so I'm not going to bother. But she could put a DOT on the guy and make it to where when we do wipe, we can just get back up, resummon a bunch of trusts, and immediately engage him, and he'll still be losing HP, so he won't regen to full. So Adelaide's my go-to girl if I know I'm gonna wipe, but you don't normally wipe on this guy. I do sort of have a flex spot, but I think Adelaide's gonna eat a lot of AoE nukes, and that's no bueno. I kinda wanna bring Celtius out. I don't think he's necessary. Not for the first half. Let's try this instead. Alright, what can I do to get started? Probably wait on that. Use Yonin. Get that ready. I'll keep that on animated. That guy. Yeah. About ready. That's a semi, obviously, but Migawari as well. That way I don't get one shot. I want Imity. I want Cures, while Yornorn is casting Protect, so I'll cast Kaka as well. Okay. Alright. This guy. There we go. Don't kill me with that. I love you. Sweet. I won't die. No, I don't have re-raise up, but if I wipe again, I'm gonna just kind of give in, throw in the towel here. That's a comet. I need my magic set on, for sure. Let's assume he absorbed it, looks like. Seems legit. Adelaide is just wasting MP. He interrupted me. Oh, that's a comet. Or it's a simi. Maybe. I'm stunned. At least he's not roaming. Could be a lot worse. Why are you so tanky, bro? Bro. That's Promathia, though. Maybe I'll resolve this. It's looking like I might get this one. There's that random chance that we run out of MP completely and I die, but so far it's looking like this might work. And if it doesn't, Adelaide is a backup, which would stand to reason that I would want some kind of re-raise. Oh, I do have a re-raise on, that's right. I did high re-raiser. Okay. So if I do die, I can get back up. And it will be in the way that it can't regenerate HP anymore. So we basically win this fight. Whether or not we time out is a different story, because I did die, so I did lose some time. And this is going to take up pretty much all the time that you're allotted in order to win. You might be able to get away with a wipe, but you have to really make sure you're focusing damage after that when you recover. So that is where we're at. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus damage. And I think from testing this, that Blade Heat does more damage than any other weapon skill that I have access to on Ninja, which is a fair amount of them. I might be missing a few, but I think Blade Heat is the go-to one here. Stunned again. That is a comment. I'm going to absorb it. Alright. Phase 2. Alright. Let's get rid of anyone who has no MP. You're gone. Cherokee can go. I think by the time I resummon those two. Cherokee's way back there, isn't she? Get out of my party, bitch. Alright, so what do we got? I think that setup will still work, but I also think Celtius did a lot more work for our team. So I'll bring Celtius. The last one might not be Adelaide this time, guys. I think I'm just gonna go with Cherokee. As I suspected, Koru's pretty much full MP now, so if we're gonna win, we need to not dilly-dally. Okay, I need some finishing moves still. A meteor, and so it begins. It looks like we're doing pretty good. so far. But that meteor spam could just really fuck us. I think we'll be fine. We have so much sustain in this team comp. As long as I don't die, and I don't plan on dying. Not until we run out of MP. Alright, full stats means that I put my TP set on and do the work that I need to do. This is a meteor. This means I tank. Okay. Alright, now TP set. Weapon skill. Maybe not weapon skill. TP set though. We'll show. Try to get an auto attack in before you do another ability if you're gonna maximize damage. I don't believe I can stun him with Violent Flourish, so I'm not even gonna bother. Doing 0 damage. Quite a bit, so I'm just gonna put my tank set on until that circle is gone. He's casting, so I'll put my magic tank set on. Everyone's gonna get hit. Physical tank set back on. Wait for the circle to leave. We're just gonna milk the clock until that circle's gone. I'll debuff. Circle's gone, TP set goes on. He's cast. No, he's not casting against me. Okay. Weapon skill whenever I can. Every time I get knocked back and it's just too far. It doesn't look like it's out of range, but it is. And I never can hit him. Alright, here we go. Some damage on the table. I have Virus, so I might want to just consider using the TP while I have it. Multi-hit set back on, he's casting, magic tank. Multi-hit. Weapon skill. Multi-hit. Hey Samba, that is not a spell, I can do that. Healing Waltz, get rid of Yoren's silence. Not mine, but Yoren's. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Yoren's silence, because I think he's still silenced. If he got hit by that, I need to get rid of it. Oh, job ability lock, I have to wait for that too. This is the one, this is like the fucking tricky part of this whole fight. The silence. And he stuns me as soon as the fucking job ability amnesia wears off, that's great. Alright. Now Yornorin can silent a people, because he is no longer silenced. If you are silenced, that means most likely everyone is silenced. Yornorin can start casting heals as well, so I'm not scared of that meteor. If that meteor happened while everyone was silenced, we would have lost. Just throwing that out there. Weapon skill, I'm gonna have to tank like the Dickens, so I'm just gonna wait for everyone to get cured. Physical tank set. Let's make sure that enmity stays up. I probably don't need another Gekka here for the whole fight, but just in case. And Megawari. This is stuff you're gonna do while you're tanking in your tank set and your white mage is trying to heal everyone. And then after everyone's full stats, you're gonna deal damage again because you're the priority now. Weapon skill, TP set. We're all silenced. Where is your Nor? There you are. Oh, you know what? I think maybe... Oh, nope, he used the job ability just now. Now he's using Silent though, so we're good. And I TP'd, I need to put my magic tank set on. I weapon skilled for 0 because of that red circle. And that meteor could have wiped us, but it didn't. And with better cheer effects, this is just going to become more and more obvious. I'm going to tank. I can't gain TP, so Sub Dancer is not helping here. I have a med if I need to use it. It's right here. Okay. Now I can put my TP set back on and just pretend like there's not 2 people dead in my party. Alright. Trying to kite him and also weapon skill is kind of a bitch. Come on, I don't want to run out of time here. Curse is unfortunate, and it is gone. But there's the red circle, and he's casting, so magic tank set, and try not to kill Yorin. 6 HP on Koru that time. That's insane. Do I have magic damage? Water elemental damage and ice elemental damage. Okay. I can do that then. Weapon skill set, hit him with ice elemental damage. It was only 54. Alright, so that didn't do much. That's fine. His circle is gone, TP set goes back on. We're missing yet another player. But everyone still has MP, and I'm still dealing damage. Blade Heat might kill him here. He's at 1%. I got him. All I gotta do is not die. Tank set, please. Save me. Who's at 1%? This is not the time to do a one-hit KO on Pwns. Weapon skill will kill him if he's not already dead. Yeah, he's gonna die here. GG. And I got junk. But I won. That's the important part.